What's up, everyone? Welcome back to JMD. We are back here for more music reactions. Okay, so we are continuing on with our 1,000 subs week, our Band-Maid week, because they are what started it all. And I wanted to give my appreciation to Band-Maid and to their fans who are amazing. So we've been going through all these documentaries on the entire band. And today we're on the next one. I did Miku, which apparently was out of order. I apologized for that, and I'm sorry. But then we started back, and we did Psyche, Konami, and now we are on AKANE, however you say it. Anyways, I still sometimes feel a little off on that. But we're going to check it out. All right. So strap in. Let's get ready for another amazing documentary. This one might be the shorter one, 28 minutes, 38 seconds. We're going to check this out. All right. If you're new here to JMD, welcome. If you're welcome. If you want to check out more videos from the channel, please do so. Consider subscribing, like, share, comment, all the good stuff to get more videos in front of more people. If you'd like to check out videos from my other channels, JMDPLAY, ClearTalk, Puzzling there, that would be amazing as well to help grow those channels. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to those channels as well. Play is a video game channel. ClearTalk is more like a serious, religious, political channel there. We get down serious on that one. And then JMD Puzzle is a hobby jigsaw puzzle channel. So if you would like to check out any of that, that would be amazing. So and if you get anyone, if you want to give any, if you want to give any kind of support, Patreon there, $3. You can support with $3 if you got $3 to spare a month. Support any of the channels you would like. That'd be amazing. Or if you want to do one-time donation, that's fine too. There, anything you want, any support you give is very much appreciated, and I thank you very much to help grow the channels, help grow Patreon, help grow JMD Nation. That would be amazing. If you're returning, you're freaking amazing. You're awesome. Thank you. Welcome back. Keep coming back because you are what makes JMD Nation. Okay, so let's put it on. All that out of the way. We got a lot to cover here. AKANE. I think that's right. Let's go.
Welcome to Hyogo Prefecture, located in the Kansai region of Japan, neighboring Kyoto Prefecture and situated very close to Osaka. Kobe, its capital, is known for its cosmopolitan atmosphere, Kobe beef, and scenic harbor. This is where AKANE was born on December 14th. She lived with her mother, her stepfather, and for a short period, her stepbrother, who is 11 years older. During her early years, AKANE was very unsociable and often did whatever she wanted, such as leaving kindergarten to go home or refusing to participate in games and activities with other children. As she likes to say with a laugh, she was a real problem child. Note that in Japan, children go to school and come back home on their own from around 6 years old. Parents usually take their kids to kindergarten or nursery schools before that age, which makes AKANE's behavior particularly unusual and amusing. Over the years, AKANE became increasingly friendly and realized that talking to others wasn't so bad after all. During her school years, she loved home economics and art, but disliked studying and wasn't good at physical activities. AKANE was a child who wanted to try everything, often inspired by her passion for manga, but she would eventually stop due to lack of motivation. The one activity that stayed with her through the years was music. AKANE learned piano in kindergarten and also played trombone for about 5 years.
Cool.
Even though she stopped playing piano a long time ago, this talent has never left her.
That's awesome.
ドラムを始めたのは高校2年生の頃で、
I
ずっ
started playing the
と
drums
吹
in
奏
the
楽部
11th
を
grade.
高校2年生までやっていて、
Until then, I
その
was
時
a
は
school
トロンボーンや
concert
っていたん
band
です
and
よ。
played the trombone.
で、吹奏楽部内で
I
ド
was
ラム
good
の子と
friends with
仲良か
drummer
った
in
の
the
で、
concert
ドラムを
band,
遊びで
and I
触
had
らせてもらう
occasions
機
to
会
try.
があって、パーカッション楽しいっていう感じで遊ん
I had occasions to try drums. Okay, just for fun, and I had fun playing them like the percussion is fun.
でました。そこからだんだん高
When I
校生の
was
時
in
にロ
high
ッ
school,
ク
I
フェスやバンド
gradually
にハ
got
マり
to
だ
love
して、
rock
やっ
festivals
ぱ
and
ドラムや
bands
り
and
たいっ
got
ていう
desire to
欲が
play
出てき
drums,
て
so I quit the
吹奏
concert
楽部を
band
やめ
and
て
entered the
軽音
popular
楽部に
music
入っ
club.
たんですよ。でも軽音楽部
However,
に
when
入
I
った
entered
ら
the
ギターが
popular
やりた
music
くなっ
club,
ちゃ
I
って、
got the urge to
初
play
め
the
はギター
guitar,
をやってたん
so
で
I
すよ。
played it at first.
でも全然上手くなら
But
な
I
くて、
wasn't getting
上
better
達
at
し
it
な
at
いの
all,
で
and
や
I
る気
was
がな
getting
く
to
なって
lose
き
my
た時
motivation
に
because I wasn't
ドラム
improving.
も
So I
触っ
tried the
てみよう
drums,
か
and I
な
was
と
able
思
to
って
play
や
the
ってみ
eighth
たら、
note
いきなり
rhythm right
8
away.
ビートが叩けてあれ私
I
にはド
started
ラムが
like,
合うのかもって思
oh,
ってやり
maybe
だ
the
したら、
drums suit
そ
me,
こから
and I
上達していくのが
improved
結構早か
pretty
ったんで
quickly
す。
from there. It was
それを
when
き
I
っかけ
personally
に
decided,
ドラムやりたいっていうのが
like, I'll play
自
the
分の
drums.
中で決まって、マキシムザ・ホルモン
When I
の音
first
楽に
listened
出
to
会って、
Maximum
ドラムのナオさんの音を初めて聞いた時に、私ホルモンって全員男性バンドだと思ってたんですよ。
an all-male band.
ドラムが女の人だっ
Then
た
I
こ
was
とにめ
extremely
ちゃくちゃ
surprised
衝
to know
撃
the
を受
drummer
け
is
て、
actually a woman.
女
Like
の
a
人でも
woman
こんな
can
ドラムが叩け
drum
るん
like
だっ
that.
て。女性ドラマーって
At that
可
time, I
愛ら
didn't
しい
have
と
an
か
image of
音が
hard
柔らかい
music
じゃない
from
ですけど、
female
その頃
drummers
そん
and
なハー
rather
ド系
thought
の
they
イメージ
were
を持って
cute
な
and
かったんで、
soft.
ナオさんの音を聞いた時
So
に
when I
も
heard
う女
her
性とか
drumming,
男性
she
とか関
proved
係ない
for
んだな、
me
女性でも
like
ここ
it
までで
doesn't
きるん
matter
だって
whether
い
you're
う
a
のを
man
証
or a
明して
woman
くれた
anymore,
人物
and a
だなっ
woman
て。
can drum like
そ
this.
こから自分もこうい
I
うドラ
wanted
マ
to
ー
be a
になりた
drummer
いと
like
思ったん
her
です。
since then. I
男
wanted
性
to
だ
break
から女
prejudice
性だ
and
からっ
walls
て
like
いう偏
because you're a
見、
man
壁
or
を壊
because
した
you're
い
a
んです。
woman.
別に女
I
性だ
want to
からこう
express
いう
this
ドラム
not
じゃなきゃ
that
ダ
a
メ、
female
男性だ
drummer
から
should
ハードな
drum like
曲
this
とか
or
そう
a
いうの
male
関係
drummer
ないん
should
だよって
play
いうの
hard
を
songs.
伝えていけたらなとは思っています。
Many musicians
Awesome.
start young and stick with the same instrument for years. AKANE, however, discovered her passion for drums very late, making it more challenging for her to master the instrument. She started to learn drums by herself, practicing songs from bands she enjoyed, such as El Garden and Bump of Chicken. As she didn't own a drum kit, AKANE could only practice once a week at the school club, where she would go alone to enjoy playing drums. Her first purchase was a double pedal kit that she quickly gave up on after realizing it would require extensive practice to master. Nonetheless, AKANE was fully committed to learning the drums and improving her skills. But before starting her musical journey, AKANE had other aspirations, far from sitting behind a drum kit.
なんか可愛がってて結構みんな懐いてくれるのが
Okay, hold on. Whew, it caught me off guard. I took care of all kids. I took care of all kids, and I was glad they loved me. So I'd wanted to be a nursery school teacher since then.
嬉しくて、でそっからもうずーっと保
I was also planning to go to a nursery school teacher's course when I was in high
保
school.
育士さんになりたくて、高校も保育の学校行こうとしてたりとかはしてたんだけど、なんか
But when I realized I was playing the drums,
気づいたらドラムやってた。そうだね。で
that was that.
高校
What did you realize?
そう高校3
When I
年
was
生
in
の
the
時
third grade
に
in
急
high
に美
school,
容
I
師になり
suddenly
た
wanted
く
to be a
て、
hairdresser.
で美容院でバイトさせてもらったりしたんだけど、そこ謎の1年間だけは美容師になりたいと思ったけど、それ以外はもうずっと保
Hairdresser,
育
I
士
was
一
always
本
wanted
で
to be a nursery school
考
teacher.
えてた。
謎の1年間って面白い。
謎の1年間は美容師
謎の
になり
1年
たかっ
間だったね。
た。そう。
But I always wanted to be a nursery school teacher.
By the end of the school year, she gathered some friends of hers from her old symphonic band days to do a graduation live performance as a copy of the Japanese instrumental band Pez. In the summer of her third and final year of senior high school, AKANE decided to abandon her aspirations of becoming a hairdresser and chose to enroll in a music school. Against the will of her teacher, but with the support of her parents, she went to the Tokyo School of Music in Shibuya for 2 years to follow her passion. She was surrounded by talented students who had been playing drums for many years and aspired to become professional musicians. In her class, AKANE learned to play songs by ear and how to effectively work on creating a cover. Even though she was just a beginner in her class, she worked diligently and practiced every day to catch up with the other students. At the end of 2009, AKANE joined a band called Zata with 4 upperclassmen. She was the only woman in the band, and she realized that many of the female students at her school had dropped out and weren't serious about pursuing music as a career. Zata was AKANE's first meaningful experience for the beginner drummer she was at the time.
カメレオン兄貴からの言葉にうるっとして、ステージ立って演奏ができてる。
Chameleon Sun's words made me tear up, and then I teared up again, just being able to stand on stage and play. I ended up crying while playing the drums.
ことに対してうるっとして、しまいにはドラム叩きながら泣きました。本当に感動しました。あんな感動できるライブができて幸せでした。このメンバー5人だからこそのライブだったと思います。私はザッタに入ってまだ半年で、まだまだ未熟ですけど、
So I still had a long way to go, but I truly feel glad that I'm in.
ザッタでよかったと心から思いました。私も小さい頃からテニスやダンスやらいろいろと習い事してましたが、全部中途半端に終わってしまい、ピアノとかトロンボーンや音楽関係は割と長続きしたんですけど、ドラムだけは本気で頑張って続けてます。私多趣味だったから長続きしない性格だけど、ドラムだけはなんか違うな。最初は趣味感覚で始めたものだったんで、本気で頑張って続けてます。私
type to stick with anything for long, but it feels the drums are an exception.
趣味だったから長続きしない性格だけど、ドラムだけはなんか違うな。最初は趣味感覚で始めたものだったんですけれど、いつの間にか本気になって、いつの間にか音楽の専門学校に入って、ドラム習ってって、いつの間にかザッタ入って、恵まれてるな。人や環境やすべてにおいて恵まれています。本当に感謝です。応援してくれて、支えてくれている人がいる限り、本気で頑張っていきます。なのでこれからもザッタをよろしくお願いします。自慢の大好きなバンドです。
Zata released a 5-track demo called Sounds in January 2011, and AKANE remained in the band until January 28, 2012, when they disbanded. She performed with Zata for a one-night reunion on November 6, 2013. After her graduation, AKANE looked for work and was hired as a waitress in a music bar in Yokohama, where she could enjoy live music every day. When she mentioned to the bar manager that she played drums, AKANE was given the opportunity to audition for the house band. She performed Deep Purple's Highway Star, embracing the idea of playing rock songs. AKANE was immediately hired to play drums and received her first payment as a musician. From that day onward, every day became an opportunity for her to train and improve. This marked AKANE's first step towards becoming a professional musician. At the time, while still learning drums at the Tokyo Music School, AKANE played at a joint concert and met a young support guitarist from another band. Just like AKANE, she started playing piano at a very young age and found her instrument during her high school years. Her name was Konami. The two musicians became good friends really quickly, as AKANE didn't have many musician friends around her age, and they found out that they lived in walking distance from each other in Yokohama, a port city very close to Tokyo. After spending some time together, Konami asked AKANE to record the drums for her demo songs, showing how much she acknowledged AKANE's skill. They even talked about forming a band together in the future without fully committing to this idea. Until one special day when Konami passed the audition to join a newly created band. At that time, AKANE was performing at a music bar in Yokohama, but wasn't part of the band. She quickly realized she wasn't suited for supporting roles and wanted to form her own band. It was perfect timing for Konami, who immediately reached out to her friend right after the audition.
カナミがものすごく申し訳なさそうに話し始めたのを覚えています。プラチナムパスポートって事務所、AKANEちゃん知ってるみたいな感じで。私も事務所の名前は知っていたから、すごいじゃんって言ったんですけど、その後、でもね、ガールズバンドでと言われて悩みました。私、ガールズバンドは絶対にやりたくなかったんです。でも、カナミからバンドメイドの話をもらったのがちょうど横浜のレストランが閉店してしまうことになったタイミングで、これからどうしようかなと考えていた時でもあったんです。だから、カナミがいるならいいかなって答えました。で、カナミが、ありがとう。そして、ごめん。衣装がメイド服なんだ。と、カナミは私の好みを知っているから、そうやって話を小出しにするんです。
At first, AKANE wasn't sure about joining an all-female band and having to wear a maid outfit. Konami sent her some demos that she found really cool. And the contrast between the cute outfit and this type of music attracted AKANE. She felt her reluctance fade away as her motivation grew stronger. Finally, driven by her aspiration to develop as a professional musician and her trust in Konami, AKANE passed the audition and became the second member to join Band-Maid.
New challenges.
This was just the beginning for AKANE, who still had a lot to learn, especially for fast-paced songs using double pedals. Thrill was her first challenge with the use of this technique. Even though it was a painful experience for AKANE, everyone loved when double pedals were added into a song, which led to more and more parts for AKANE to practice during the recording of new songs. Since 2016, Konami is the composer of almost all Band-Maid songs, and there are two things that she likes: fast-paced songs and challenging her bandmates. This
we
was a
figured
problem
that out,
for AKANE,
right?
who struggled to play the double pedals over 130 beats per minute due to her lack of practice. After Thrill, the members committed to writing more hard rock songs, so AKANE needed to be able to keep up with Konami's compositions. AKANE thought of using muscle memory to train her legs and improve her movements, aiming to play faster. She tried to move her legs whenever and wherever she could, as if she were playing on double pedals, so her legs would remember these movements. AKANE is not the type to refuse a challenge or admit that she can't keep up, so she kept training hard and continues to improve her speed and accuracy even today.
It was good technique. Good technique. She's doing a heel toe with when she was doing singles, which is it's kind of a well, it's not really a heel. I mean, it's kind of an open toe kind of thing. It's somewhat like a kind of like a partial heel toe technique there. I do the same thing. It's where you kind of pull up your heel and you slide your foot across the pedal. to do like a double tap. Of course, in that case, she was doing triplets. So it was da da dum, da da dum, da da dum, da da dum. So you're doing like this da da, like a sliding on the top side, or the back end back here of the pedal, and then pushing forward on the last beat to kind of, and it tends to really pound the last beat, so you're just like putting emphasis on it, sort of like da da dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. But yeah, that's what she was basically doing there for that, and then of course singling and then doubling, just single notes on the doubles, but when she needed to. You see it. There it's just. That was. I mean, it's. She figured it out. she may have struggled with it at first, but she figured it out. That was like that's always like a big thing for drummers to first do, is deciding to go to a double drum, the double kick or whatever. I mean, I did it pretty quickly when I started playing drums too. Like within the first, I don't even know, couple months, I went immediately into doing the double drums, a double kick. Which, and it was a little bit to get, especially the left foot, your left foot being the drag, especially if you're right. I'm right-handed, but it wasn't quite as bad for me because I'm kind of left-footed. That like when I kick a ball or something like football or something like that, I always kick with my left foot. I'm stronger in my left foot. But drums, it was a little odd, but it doesn't take me much if I'm needing to figure out a beat or something with my left foot, it doesn't take me much to figure it out. But it can be a struggle for some. There's no doubt there. And then of course, just paralleling, or like, not paralleling, just countering, trying to keep a counter tempo. It's the same thing with even the hands when you're trying to learn to a power side to your weaker side, power stroke or something to your weaker side, or playing to your weaker side. You have to force yourself to do it, which again has not really been ever a big problem for me, because my so sorry, my mom always told me that I was probably supposed to be left-handed. She's left-handed, and like when I was growing up, I was like immediately trying to eat with my left hand, like use a spoon and stuff with my left. I wasn't doing it with my right, and my dad basically forced me to do it with my right. He kind of forced me to be right-handed because he said he wasn't going to have I was told, I don't know if it's true. I was told, he said that, and if he watches this, he might have to come back at me on that one, but I was told that he said that he wasn't going to have a left-handed son, so I don't know, but anyways, so it has been in a lot of different things. I haven't had as much of a problem when I'm trying to force myself to use my left hand. Even when I was playing basketball, dribbling, I could even shoot with my left hand. Like, it wasn't. In the same thing with the drums, it wasn't that complicated. I didn't like press on it initially, but when I started to expand my ability to work to my left side, cymbal work or whatever, or open-handed patterns and stuff like that, it just takes a little bit of like really concentrating for a second and feeling it, getting that muscle memory and feeling it, feeling it in the groove, feeling it in the movement. And you can make it happen. So yeah, that's great. That's and I was gonna speak up earlier about that to some degree, like my relation to that, since I'm a drummer, but I didn't want to overshadow, like trying to make it about me or something, because it's not my point at all. But like, I get that. I get, the struggle of trying to learn and push yourself. I mean, I find it even now hard to do faster BPMs than I could when I even first started, because for one, I'm older, and it's just my legs sometimes don't want to work with me like that. And I kind of pulled away from when I started playing around in polyrhythms and stuff a little bit. And I wasn't really doing higher BPM stuff. So when I do get into try to do covers that are more higher, or like, do a lot of doubling or something like that, or a lot of fast singling, it's almost as if I'm having to re-exercise that in or whatever. But anyways, all right. Let's continue on. Enough about me. Let's continue on. This is about her. Let's go.
自分の成長を感じられたこともあって、チ
I feel my growth
ャレ
in
ン
my
ジ精神
spirit
も
at
より強くな
taking
ったん
on
です。
challenges has
それ
become
に
even
みんなが自
stronger.
分のパ
All
ー
of
トを
them
難
have
し
been
くしてい
making
って
their
いる
own
分、
parts
私
harder
も
and
自分
harder,
に
so
試
I
練を
wanted to
与えよ
give
うと思
myself
っ
a
て、
challenge.
だ
So
か
I
ら
have a sense
逃
of
げなかった
accomplishment
と
like
い
I
う達
didn't
成感
run
もあ
away.
りますね。こうしてメンバー
I think
内で
it's
刺
great
激
we
をし合え
inspire
てい
each
るの
other
は
like
と
that.
ても良いことだと思うんです。
On December 4th, 2015, at the Shinjuku Club Science, AKANE was replaced by a male drummer for just one performance. The reason was that AKANE suffered from a back injury at this time and wasn't able to play drums, even though she came to the show disguised as a staff member to support her bandmates. 2 months later, she tweeted a photo of herself holding numerous drumsticks with messages written by fans from all over the world. Since this event,
That's cool.
AKANE has mentioned in various interviews that she visits an osteopath for body maintenance and massages. In 2020,
That's probably
when
great. That's
COVID
probably
struck,
important.
the members had to adapt their way of working to
I honestly wish I could do that. And I do feel that. Yeah, the back is very important with drums. Trying to keep your form and stability, especially because to some degree, at times when you're doubling or doing footwork along with arm work, I mean, you're literally balancing yourself. I mean, on your ass, really. I mean, you're everything else is, you're balancing, you're trying to keep a firm form while your legs are moving, your arms are moving. And so all your strength is in your core. You have to engage, your abs, your lower back, all that's engaged to try to keep yourself, or you just fall and then your drumming is lazy. It won't sit right. I mean, so you got to keep, and so it's, I completely get that because I have back problems from my daytime job that I did have for 20 something years. So and I completely understand that. Sometimes you just can't. Even now, sometimes I play so I can't play but for so long and my back starts to hurt me. But yeah. Anyway, okay.
Create new songs, as they were unable to meet in person to rehearse and record. With this in mind, AKANE learned drum programming to assist Konami during the songwriting process. She also learned how to use a DAW, or Digital Audio Workstation, which is a software designed to record, edit, and produce music. Before, when Konami asked AKANE to record a phrase, she played and recorded the drums in the studio, which is muffled and has a lot of echo. By using a DAW, AKANE was able to work more efficiently with Konami and exchange data directly, making the process much easier for everyone. After all these years of creating songs, rehearsing, and performing live with Band-Maid, AKANE continues to refine her skills as a drummer in every aspect, whether by working on the basics, increasing her speed, or managing her stamina.
Yeah, that's something I do have an issue with myself, is stamina. After
On December 1st,
I was just having
2023, Band-Maid announced that the famous...
That was just having fun. Yeah, just a lot of good double countering with the toms and things like it's nothing crazy complicated if you've been playing for a while, but being able to change up tempos or pattern strikes and stuff like that, that's something that just comes with practice and on something like that, which maybe she's to some degree sort of pre-plans out, but also to some degree it's sort of on the fly sometimes, like, you know, if and to pull that, you know, to pull off those adjustments and changes, tempo changes or strike changes, and combination changes or whatever across the different heads is like it shows how talented she is, shows her abilities, and you know, keeping stamina, keeping practice, keeping all that. I mean, that was good. That was really cool.
As drumstick brand Winsett would release a signature model for AKANE on December 14th, her birthday. To celebrate both the release and her birthday, AKANE went live on Instagram for nearly 30 minutes.
本当にみんなありがとう。これからもバンドメイドよろしくね。バイバイ。バイバイ。
But there, and I didn't mean in any way. I'm sorry. I feel I didn't mean in any way by saying that anything in that was like crazy complicated. She does do some crazy complicated shit though. But don't get me wrong. Like, there's some stuff I've heard her do in some songs that I'm like, holy, to learn that would be wild. I mean, there's a reason why the song that I'm even going to cover, I picked it because nothing in it was like too crazy complicated or anything. Like, it was pretty, for the most part, straightforward. I mean, some parts are to some degree kind of her own feel, and I'm probably not going to hit that, to be honest. I'm going to have to do it in my own way, and it might not be perfect, but anyway, but most of it is almost somewhat straightforward. So I didn't pick a song that was like crazy that would take me forever to learn. But yeah, she does do some very highly complicated stuff. And she just clearly, I think, has a more natural ability for speed that I do. I mean, I can do some fast stuff, but like, she clearly has a little bit. Of course, she plays all the time, more than I do, but also it's something to do with her size. I feel like women tend to be able to also, to some degree, play a little bit faster than men. I mean, that's probably, and that's not. I mean, there are clearly like exceptions to that, no doubt. But I just mean, like, I don't know. That's probably stupid to say, but anyways, just like, I'm just saying, like, on a natural sense, maybe. Anyways, I'm just gonna continue before I keep digging into something that's gonna get me in trouble. I don't know. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Side projects.
Just a few months after joining Band-Maid, AKANE and Konami started a side project called Mochi to Cheese with 3 members of Predia, an idol group formed in 2010 under the same agency as Band-Maid, Platinum Passport. The band started to perform acoustic covers in the streets and even performed live a few times over its 2 years of activity. A single was released in 2015 with 2 songs composed by Konami. But only 2 months later, they sent their last tweet and posted their last entry in their blog. Their YouTube channel is still available, so you can at least watch a fraction of their performances.
Sounds good. I am so sorry. I accidentally hit the wrong button and I stopped the video. All right. What I was going to say, because I was trying to pause it here, was I have played on one of those little beatbox. I can't remember what the name of them is. That's crazy that I can't remember that. But anyways, the little sit box here, beatbox things here. I've played on one of those. It's pretty cool. It's honestly pretty cool to play on. But yeah, I was temporarily doing some work with some local guys to start a band, and for a little while we did it for a few months on and off, and they had one of the lead of the band, whatever, he had brought one to me that he had purchased for some like acoustic session stuff if we were to do it anyway, and that was cool. A lot of fun playing on that thing. That was cool. But anyways, all right. Just wanted to throw that out there.
But that's not all. Between 2015 and 2016, AKANE had another side project under the name DJ Achi, where
DJ
she
Achi.
primarily played J-rock music. DJ Achi performed for about a year at various venues where she met many people. She even invited the other members to join her and enjoy the experience together.
Food, fun, and anime.
There's more to AKANE than just her music career.
Okay.
First, she eats a lot, much more than the average Japanese person.
I
have a really huge appetite. Like, I can eat 5 bowls of ramen and 30 plates in a sushi. What? I think 30 plates is impossible.
Japanese
30 plates
person.
of what? Kaiten sushi?
5玉と回転寿司だと30皿食べます。
回転寿司の
I
30
think
は無
30
理やっ
plates is
て。
impossible.
高橋さんこの前やってたじゃない
You
で
did
す
that
か。
recently? Yeah, I tried privately.
ラーメンの替え玉を俺
As for
昔5
ramen,
杯
eating
ぐらい
5
余裕で
bowls,
食えた。
it was easy for me.
そんな俺が回転寿司
Then I challenged 20
20い
plates.
けと思うやん。もう
Around the 16th
16
plate,
皿
I
ぐらい
began to feel
ビ
it.
ターンとまず19貫目に食うた
On
ウ
my
ニ
19th,
ト
the
イプードル
uni
に
looked
見え
like
ま
a
した
toy poodle.
喉にトイプードル
If
入
I
れて
ate
る
that
ぐ
toy
らい
poodle, I
最
would
終的
already
にそ
throw
こで吐いて終わったからね
in
俺
afterwards.
本当
食
に
えんの
私食
Can
べ
you
れます
really? Yeah, if I can eat that much. 30 plates, that's amazing.
ほな普段結構
You
いろんな
usually
とこ
go
ろを一緒に
anywhere,
行ってるんです
somewhere and
で
eat
も
all
こ
day?
の間わんこそ
The
ば
other
行き
day,
ま
I
し
ate
た
at a bowl of
わんこそば
soba.
はい
Walk
私 120杯行き
went
ま
for
した
120 bowls.
120杯大体女性の
They
平
said
均
the
が
average
50杯だそ
for
うで
females is
う
50.
わーやるね
Wait a minute.
You can see
What
AKANE
was
eating.
men?
120杯大体女性の
Average male equals 70, average females 50. She's going for 120? Shit.
平均が50杯だそうで
うわーやるね
You can see AKANE eating in several music videos, such as Don't You Tell Me.
I mean, they showed that in one of the other documentaries, but to know now that, like, because she eats a lot, like that's kind of funny. It's almost like a little bit of an Easter egg thing in the video. That's cool. Like she eats so much she couldn't help it even in the video to eat. Oh, and then she also ate on this, didn't she? I remember that. I remember that now. She grabs a plate. Okay, that's funny. I get it. That's funny.
And Secret Michael
And Konami loving on Psyche. That's Okay.
AKANE has introduced herself with the nickname
She couldn't help
Gorilla
it. She
for
just
a
couldn't
while
help
now.
it.
And you may be able to see AKANE eating a banana during MCs. On the US Tour 2022, she even threw signed banana peels into the audience at the fans' request. AKANE is also one of the funniest people. She always finds a way to make everyone laugh with her funny faces and her silly behavior. Sometimes, AKANE is just naturally funny.
この時間はハードロックバン
You
ド
are now
バン
listening
ド
to
メイドの
Band-Maid
バンドメイド日本をお送りします
Nippon.
ポー。そして今回はなんと
this time,
この人
surprisingly,
が
this
来て
guest
くれ
joins
まし
us.
たポー。バンドメイドの
And the
茜のドラム
drums by AKANE.
バンドメイドの
And the drums by AKANE.
Is
Oh,
also one of the funniest people.
I jumped back too
そし
far.
て今回はなんとこの人が来てくれましたポー。バンド
I'm the drums by AKANE of Band-Maid.
メイドの茜のドラム
That's
バン
funny.
ドメイドの茜の
By
バン
AKANE
ド
of
メイドの
Band-Maid.
茜のドラムで
I'm
す
the
よろし
drums
くお
by
願い
AKANE.
しま
Nice
す
to meet you.
茜のドラム
What do
で
you
すって
mean
どういうこと
by the drums by AKANE?
もう一回いいですかすいません
はいもちろん
はい、はじ
Yes,
め
of
ま
course.
してバンドメイドのドラムの茜ですよろしくお願いしますはいお願いしますもういきなりやらかしたもういいやもういいやらっぽーちゃんもういいもういいやじゃないもん諦めないよ
There is one more thing to know about AKANE, something she has enjoyed since her childhood. Japanese animated TV shows, commonly known as anime. AKANE occasionally
I mean,
posts about
most
the anime
Japanese
she
do,
watches and
right?
enjoys
Or
on
is hers just
Instagram.
like a
And when she was younger, she
excessive
was easily
obsession?
influenced by animes like The Prince of Tennis or Slam Dunk, which inspired her to try different sports.
私アニメが大好きなんですね。アニオタなんですよ。一番最初に見たアニメは多分小さい頃にセーラームーンだったと思うんですけど、
Ah,
もちろんセーラームーンもすごいハマ
I
っ
think Sailor Moon even played here in the U.S., did it not? I think that's the one that even my girlfriend said that she watched when she was young. I don't know. I might be wrong. But I'm thinking that played here in the U.S. like way back in the 90s or something. Or maybe something like that. I think. Maybe even the late 80s.
だったと思うんですけど、もちろんセーラームーンも
I think the 90s. But anyways, of course I was really into it.
すごいハマってグッズもいっぱい持ってたんですけど、セーラームーン以上にハマったのがカードキャプターさくらです。
Cup Collector Sakura. Happiest drummer.
AKANE discovered her passion for drums later than most, starting to learn the basics on her own with the only drum kit available at her school. Eventually, performing covers of the bands she admired. Inspired by Now, the drummer of Maximum the Hormone, and her aggressive playing style, AKANE decided to fully commit to her new passion and enroll in a music school to pursue her dream of becoming a professional drummer. From a child who wanted to try everything but couldn't find the motivation to keep up, to a truly passionate musician, AKANE continually gives her best to live for and from music. Practicing drums every day at school to end up playing drums with the house band of the music bar where she worked. Being invited by a trusted friend to join an all-girl band, performing cool songs while wearing cute outfits. AKANE has always impressed with her unique drumming style. She makes everyone laugh with her funny faces. She takes care of her friends when they are sick. She spreads her joy with her laughter and isn't afraid to show her tears. No matter how hard it was, no matter how many obstacles she faced, AKANE destroyed everything on her way with the biggest smile. In the end, we can say that AKANE is truly the happiest drummer.
That was a good vocalization at the end there. Yeah, that was we just do this? Oh, no, that one right there. All right. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. And that's the one that, of course, I mean, from the beginning, the most interested in. Of course, I was going to, originally that was what I was just going to do this one. And then when I saw that there was a whole, series and everybody, I was like, okay, well, we'll do everybody, and I'll just end on her. Of course, then everybody, said, no, you got to do it in this order, and that's fine. I get it now. Going through the orders and things being addressed at certain points, and then you get these backflashes that like, oh, okay, I get it now. You may not have saw it before, but then you get it, like with the eating thing. Even catching the scene where, in the same scene there of Konami, that the whole, she was wanting to hug on Saki and Saki pushed her back again and then she did it again. It's, all that kind of stuff is like a second catch, like, oh, okay, I remember that now. And you catch it. It's like Easter eggs. That's great. Really, really cool. Yeah, what can I say? She's super talented. And again, what I was going to break in early on, but then I was like, no, I'm just going to let it play on through because I'm not trying to make it about me or anything. But I was going to say the same thing with me. I tried multiple instruments because for those that don't know, and I think I've talked about this before, my dad, he played piano. And so my first instrument of interest was the piano. Even though I listened to music all the way back when I was a baby, like that, I had colic. The only way my parents could even calm me down was by literally putting me in a swing, like their little rocker swings, and putting headphones on my ears with music playing. That was the only way they could calm me down and keep me from crying through my first few months of life. And even when it comes to drums, like when I was around 3, 4, I stayed with my grandmother a lot, but my parents worked, and I would always pull out pots, pans, sand buckets, all kinds of stuff that she had, be using spoons not spoons, pencils and stuff as sticks, and I would be beating on them and stuff, but not just like, blah, blah, blah. I would literally be listening to the sounds of each thing and playing them, like, purposely for their sounds. I vividly remember that myself. And like years later, my grandmother told me, like, I knew you would always play drums because you that's what you loved doing when you were a baby or when you were younger. R.A.P. my grandma. But yeah, I originally tried to play piano. Didn't stick with that. Me and my dad couldn't really keep together on that one. You should really, I think you should not try to learn from somebody that's, personal to you. Just learn from a stranger is better probably. But anyways, and then I did play trumpet in middle school for 2 years. I was the first chair in trumpet. Really actually loved trumpet. I played it for years afterwards on my own, rewriting music and stuff. And for it, I usually would just translate piano music to trumpet, which is just really adjusting one step up. Like if it was a A, then on piano it was, I think, a B or something, or it was either step up or step down. And I would just adjust it for the trumpet, and it would line up. But yeah, it. And then I tried guitar too because my grandfather played guitar. But that didn't work. I just stick with that either. I can pick around on one just like I can pick around on a piano. But as far as like just flat out playing it, I can't. But drums was just always there. I was always beating on stuff. I was always air drumming, or like I said, tapping on walls, tapping on the whatever counters. I drove my mom crazy, hitting stuff all the time. But and didn't get my first drum set until I was like 23, I think, something like that, 24. I had to play on other people's drum sets before that, here and there, nothing crazy, but I did, to get any kind of experience. But once I finally got a drum set, it was like nonstop from there. It's like it would just come natural. I sat down and just started playing, and I feel like the same thing that she was experiencing what I was experienced when like you're playing with all these different things, and nothing is just quite hitting. It's like, even to what degree you might enjoy it, but it just doesn't. It's just like it's not really just hitting you at your soul and or in your some depthness in you that's just like enthusiastic to play it. It wasn't until drums, and I could feel like the same thing with her. When she finally sat down to a set of drums and started playing, it's when it clicked. And the tempo and rhythm within her body that she was feeling in music or feeling in the other instruments and trying to line it up, it didn't really line up until she hit drums, until she started playing drums. Same thing for me. I feel like it wasn't until drums that I sat down and I'm like, this is what I enjoy playing. This is what I love doing. And so I completely understand that. And that's that's awesome. And awesome that she got the opportunities to play in different things to set her on her journey to eventually becoming the drummer of Band-Maid. And that's amazing. It's really cool really seeing anybody's story and how they get into a band. And I've tried, but not like hardcore or anything. There's been life that has just sort of restricted me from doing it. And the reason why I set more in the path of just trying to do covers and trying to just get known for that, to what degree I have, and it's been minimal. But hopefully that will grow as I have more time now, at least for the moment, to do it. And hopefully with support, I can continue to do it. But yeah, it's incredible. It's awesome. This one, like I said, this was the one that I most was interested in, but I have thoroughly enjoyed this entire docuseries. Every single member has a fantastic story and has a personality, characteristics, just life to them that is their own, but also fits with all the rest of them from what I see. So that's great. That's great. And we have one more. We have one more tomorrow, Misa. And that one's, I'm actually really excited for that one because she is a badass bassist. I have been crazy, like impressed with her bass ability. Kind of similar to Eugene of Ginger. I don't know if any of you have listened to Ginger before, from Ukraine. Eugene is the bassist in that, and he does some just funky, like all over the place bassing in their songs quite a bit, and it's so so good. She's very similar. She's very similar in the way she does that, where you would least expect it, that all of a sudden, boom, there it is, and it's just very good. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah, thank you very much. I know I'm saying again. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm an ummer, okay? I wanted to do it again. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, I practiced the song today. I really tried to fine tune down each little section, each transition, and I to try to make sure that I was hitting as close to what she's doing as possible. And I'm getting there. So tomorrow I've got to do the cover, and I'm feeling good about it. As long as my legs can keep up with me, I feel good about it. And then, so I'll be doing Misa tomorrow, Friday, along with the cover release. I'm also going to react to a video of the same song from what I'm doing as the cover, but it's acoustic. And I think it's really, really cool. I really liked it when I started to listen. I only listened to like the first 30 seconds or so of it, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome version of this song. So we're going to react to that too. So there'll be 2 reactions tomorrow, plus I'll release the cover. I'll try to let me back up. I will try to release the cover tomorrow. If I have trouble, then I will release it Saturday. Or if I have like time trouble, basically like me editing it and all that kind of stuff, then it will be released Saturday. But somewhere between Friday and Saturday, I will be releasing the cover. So it will happen, I promise. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me know what you think. Let me know any kind of information that I maybe missed, or correct me on anything you need to correct me on, or whatever. Or just, anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be about Band-Maid. Whatever. You can comment whatever you want. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, peace. JMD, I'm out.